Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin, and I am back with another video. Long time no see. It has been a minute. I feel like I have been being very, very lazy, but it's this weather, this time change, everything going on. It's really bothering me, but I do have Nick sitting here with me.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. There's a few things that I want to talk about. I want to talk about International Delight. So if you're a coffee drinker, you may want to watch this video because what I'm going to show you is rather disgusting. And then I want to talk about this TikToker that decided that it would be a good idea for her to go out to Target and change the price on a bunch of things, record herself and upload it to TikTok. So I have to talk about that. And then I want to talk about Mikayla Nogueira because she is being called out once again because of that accent. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so shocked. But if you guys are here for that, stay tuned to this video. Okay, so I am not a coffee drinker. I do love the smell of coffee. Nick likes coffee every now and then, like a cappuccino.
No, see, I just like the pre-made Starbucks peppermint mocha that you can get at like Target, Publix, Walmart.
Yeah.
That's it for me. I don't like experimenting really with
I've never been big into coffee. I love the smell of it. I love a coffee scented candle. When I worked at the gas station all those years ago, I loved doing the coffee bar.
Well, if you ever see me like actually like making my own coffee, it's like this much coffee and like this much creamer. So I can't really give like an honest review, I feel like, about coffee because I don't drink it like straight up. Some people don't like to put anything in their coffee.
Yeah. That's demonic. That's just straight up demonic. Okay, if you drink black
run
coffee,
into the toilet.
That's dangerous. But you guys know the rules. Since I saw this, now you guys get to see this. So I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and this lady popped up, and she was showing where she bought some International Delight coffee creamer. And when I tell you what she put in this video, like, I was blown away.
I opened this up this morning. The expiration date is February of 2025. I stuck it in my husband's coffee. Now watch. It's like fucking paste coming out.
You know what it looked like to me? Did you ever watch, like, I think they did this on like Ellen DeGeneres, Wendy Williams, they did it on her show, where they bring in like the scientists and they do the experiments as if you're like in school, and it makes it go, and it's like the foam that goes up and it's just like going everywhere. That's what that reminded me of.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Girl, like, it looks like a mix between slime and puke. I don't know.
Just nasty.
It's just gross to me. Like, how does it coagulate like that? Like, what happened? Now, I know, like, I learned a long time ago that a regular coffee creamer, the powdered stuff, is flammable. So I was fooling around with coffee.
Wait a minute. Wait. Is it really flammable?
Yes, because it's made from pig fat, girl. Because I was obsessed with Are You Afraid of the Dark? And when they would throw that stuff on the fire, it would flame up. So I wanted to know how they were doing that. And I got on the internet all those years ago and I found out that it was flammable. And me and my nephew were outside throwing that stuff on fire, acting like we were playing on Are You Afraid of the Dark? So I knew that it was probably no good to begin with because the powdered stuff ain't no good. But that creamer stuff, it sounds like poison.
Well, here in the States, it probably is poison. Let's be completely honest.
I know. Every time I go to eat something bad, like I was eating a Christmas cake earlier, Nick was like, "Don't eat that. That's so bad for you."
That's bad for you. Like... That is awful. That poor man.
No,
no
shade.
I'm so sorry.
Over on TikTok, and it is
I'm so sorry.
Very fucking hilarious. I want to know what you guys think about this. Did you buy International Delight coffee creamer? Because if I did, I think I would be second guessing that right now. Like today, we were talking about getting a pub sub, and we're still not over that whole boar's head thing with the listeria.
It's back, apparently, boar's head is back. Do we trust it? Has anybody had boar's head recently? Because I don't know if I'm trusting their meat.
I don't. It's so good.
It was all over like the Publix app, like boar's head.
We literally were Googling it because we wanted those pub subs, but it ended up like they didn't have anything we wanted to order in the first place. I want to know what the fuck is going on with these Christmas cakes.
You cannot find
What's
Christmas
going
cakes
on?
fucking anywhere. Walmart, it's like they are so scarce. Publix did not have any of them. Target didn't have any of them.
We're gonna have to go to
Why is
Winn-Dixie.
it a delicacy now to have a fucking Christmas tree?
We're gonna have to go to the Winn-Dixie.
Seriously.
Because we ate ate 2 full boxes. I said I was gonna eat a whole box, and you know what? I did, and I don't feel bad about it because there's only Christmas cakes so many months out of the year.
Well, girl, that's because the rest of the year there's zebra cakes.
They're not the same.
So
they're not the same.
They are pretty
They
much
are not
the same
They
thing,
are not
but
the
you
same.
have to put them in like the refrigerator. Some people put them in the freezer. I don't.
I
Put
never.
one in there. I don't know. We're gonna make a cheesecake with it.
Never in my life did I ever think to put a Little Debbie cake in the refrigerator until I met Nick, and he was like, "Do it.
You have
Put your
to.
zebra cake in the
Oh my
refrigerator, and
God.
you'll love it. It really does change the taste of it. I
No.
can't explain it."
If you really wanted to change the taste, you need to put it in the refrigerator, and then while you're eating it, you need to dip it into milk.
No,
No, because you have to eat it with milk.
I'm not going
Like,
that
how
far.
could you not eat that with milk? That's like eating Oreos dry.
I like a dry
Who
Oreo.
does that? Oh,
Oh, speaking of, we're doing this cheesecake he was just talking about for the Christmas cake thing, and we ate almost a whole box of golden Oreos. I love a golden
I'm
Oreo.
really not proud of it, to be completely honest, because I don't even like golden Oreos.
I do.
So the fact that I was standing there munching on those was,
Not munching.
and I was dipping them into milk. What?
You were munching them.
I was.
Oh
I was
my
getting
God.
down in that.
But you
golden
guys,
Oreo.
I want to know what you think about this down below. Have you ever had this happen to you when you opened your International Delight coffee creamer? Because I just don't
saw
think
that
I could
she
go
made a
back to 'em.
response. You know, that lady made a response. They got back to her.
Oh, they did?
from Nestle House or whoever the fuck it was. And basically, they're just giving her a coupon for another free one. That's it.
Are
I
you
mean, I don't know what people were expecting her to get because it didn't cause any harm to her. It was just like her product was like fucked. I didn't know that coffee creamer could do that personally. I had no idea. But that doesn't seem natural.
It was supposed to be good. I think she said till sometime in 2025.
But it doesn't seem natural. Like that would be my sign to probably get away from that.
Yeah.
And maybe I should find another idea for my coffee creamer, you know, because that's
Listen,
not good
though,
for my
they are
innards.
addictive. They come out with
Yeah.
so many good flavors.
The Mean Girls one,
That-
I wanted to like it, but I
was
couldn't get
not
into it, y'all.
impressed. But you guys, let me know what your thoughts are on that down below. Okay, so now we need to talk about this dumbass TikToker that took her ass up into Target and decided that it would be a good idea for her to print out some labels and change the pricing on some things. So Offgate, you already know she's shady as fuck, right? But people were saying that she was one of those influencers that gets on the internet and acts like she's better than people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I can get this and you can't. Oh, I'm gonna stunt on you. I can get this and you'll never have it, right? Bitch couldn't even afford to pay her whole damn bill, y'all. So she went up into the Target. She changed the prices on all these things. She recorded herself on a live stream, I think, or a story. Somehow it was posted on TikTok by her.
Stupid.
The police corroborated what they thought was going on with her TikTok, and now her ass is going to jail.
And she should.
Imagine you were caught stealing because you were creating content on TikTok and posting videos of your very theft happening before people's eyes. Well, that's exactly what happened with Marlena. So I did not personally follow her, but I've gone down the rabbit hole. Essentially what happened was she was a content creator who had an aesthetic type of content. She would post hauls and things like that. And on this particular day, she was recording her entire shopping trip. These are one of those accounts where they go and recklessly spend $500 and they almost give the audience an idea that I can do it, you can't, so come along with me and watch what I can buy. All the while, she actually wasn't buying it either. She was caught stealing. What ended up happening is she went to the self-checkout line. She used a fake barcode for a majority of her items, so she was paying but wasn't actually paying the full price for all of these items. She then goes on to continue the content, loading it up in her car and going home and actually showing it. The police released this photo and asked if anybody had any leads, which is obviously where people were able to connect the dots and say, that's her. Now, Marlena had over 300,000 followers from what I'm understanding, and she was a really good content creator. People loved watching her aesthetic content. But the thing I cannot get over is what people are willing to do to create content. I understand there's this unreachable content that people love to watch. They love to watch people who make more money, who can buy more things, and it's kind of an addicting watch. But imagine wanting that type of content so badly. You're willing to jeopardize your life and your record. For what? I also cannot get over the fact that these people, 300,000 people watching you, you're probably getting decent views on those videos. The fact that you either one, just couldn't afford to buy those products for your content and kind of look at it as like, well, this is the investment that I make into my content, or the fact that you couldn't see like, oh, these videos are earning me money and so therefore they're worth it or they're not, or you didn't just change up your content. Has anybody shopped at Target before? They've got a whole theft team. I don't think anybody should be stealing from anywhere. I don't understand it. If you can't create content without that, you need to look at yourself and say, okay, people are loving this type of thing. What can I do and how can I shift it? Because I can't afford $500 for Target. Furthermore, I feel like people just really need to recognize how fake social media is. We see these hauls and we get down on ourselves and we're like, oh, like I could never afford something like that. Neither could she, apparently. They're doing this to get you engaged and get you watching, all the while behind closed doors. Things are not what they seem. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you think about her getting caught? What do you think about people who create content like this with haul upon haul upon haul? What do you think about the stealing? What do you think her future looks like?
So apparently her name is Marlena Velez. She has like 300,000 followers over on TikTok. She's back over there, turned all of her comments off. And I think that she needs to be removed from the platform, to be completely honest. There's a lot of influencers out here that are actually like accused of buying a lot of shit to show in their videos for hauls and then like turning around and returning it. A lot. I have heard stories of people that work at Sephora saying that certain influencers will go in and they have like their assistant or somebody return a bunch of shit. I'm not going to name names.
I would not be surprised by anything these people do, because you're committing a crime. Like, you're willfully doing this and you're posting it on the internet for people to see and expose you for it.
But it's not just people stealing at stores as well. People like robbing banks and shit are uploading to social media all the time, live streaming it. Like, how fucking dumb are you? What, are you getting a little bit of street cred? Is that what you're gonna get? That ain't gonna help, girl. You going to jail.
Truthfully, I don't know what to make of this situation. I don't know how she thought this would be a good idea or where this came from, if it was inspired by a movie or something.
It was inspired because she's stupid. Because she's fucking dumb. Let's be completely
Euphoria.
honest. Not a movie. She wasn't watching Heist and fucking was like, let me go in there. Let me get him. No, at Target, and it happens all the time at Walmart. People put that shit underneath their shopping carts and just walk on out with it.
It does.
And Target and Walmart is building a case on these people.
Yeah.
Walmart will prosecute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I saw a lady that was dumpster diving. I think her name is Stella over on TikTok. She dumpster dives and she answers a lot of questions because dumpster diving has become a very big thing for people. I used to go dumpster diving when I was a kid with my mother. That was probably not safe for us to be climbing around in dumpsters, but you know what? It was the 90s. So the question was like, will Walmart like come out and like kick you out, trespass you for dumpster diving? Because some people will. She says they will get you on anything that they can.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if there is a charge that they can press, they press on the charge.
I'm sure they will. I don't know, but every time I think of shoplifting, I think of Winona Ryder. I do. I do.
You like the Marc Jacobs panties?
What panties was? I thought it was
Marc
Chanel.
Jacobs.
Oh,
No, I think it was Marc Jacobs panties. Yeah. And then she became the face of Marc Jacobs.
that's kind of iconic.
It
Think
is.
about it.
She didn't need to steal those panties. She had money for those.
Did that because she wanted the thrill of it. Imagine stealing panties when you have millions of dollars in there. She did that because she wanted attention, girl. Like I always say, if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
What influencers do y'all think are buying a bunch of shit and then returning it after showing it in a video? And I'm not talking about, because I am totally someone who will return a product if it's something that I bought and I don't like it. Like it's like some kind of face wash or something. I will return the fucking product. But I'm talking about people that literally just go to the store, buy a bunch of shit to make it seem like they're balling, and then will later go back and return every single item for a gift card that they are then going to use to purchase more shit to return.
Listen, I used to be friends with somebody that would buy like thousands of dollars worth of shit from Macy's and do videos and then return every bit of it, girl. Craziness. Everybody remembers that Lancome Rose, girl. Don't play.
Oh, the Lancome Rose. I remember when that was like going viral everywhere in Nikki's tutorials and everyone was showing it.
Mm-hmm.
That was very pretty, but it was not groundbreaking. It was not groundbreaking, legendary, or state of the art.
Jeffree Star reviewed that too. And you know Jeffree Star probably returns a bunch of shit too.
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think that Jeffree does.
You don't?
I don't. I kind of feel like it just gets like thrown Well, definitely not in like Casper,
Well,
Wyoming.
listen, I mean, I'm probably wrong.
I would
Because
not
remember,
think so.
he bought Hailey Bieber's skincare just to throw it in the trash to try to make a statement. Like, seriously.
I have not heard good things about that skincare.
I hadn't heard good things about Hailey Bieber. Okay, so now I guess we need to talk about the woman of the hour, Mikayla Nogueira.
Yay.
Now, I feel like I don't talk about Mikayla as much as some other people do because I feel
Okay.
like we should just let Mikayla live. But this thing about her accent keeps getting brought up, and I wanted to discuss it because there's actually people from the area that Mikayla claims to be from, or she says she's from, actually calling her out now because again.
Oh my God. Didn't we go through this a year ago?
I think so.
Or was that 2 years ago where somebody from her hometown, it was a lady. Now, is this the same lady? Is she back?
Oh, I don't know if it's the same lady or not.
Oh.
I don't know if it is. But she was making really good points. And the comments there, they were just absolutely roasting her to fucking hell and back. So I wanted to come on here and talk about it. So I'm going to play her video and then we'll be back with some of the comments so we can discuss what happened with Mikayla and this whole accent thing because I think we need to put this to rest once and for all.
My Roman Empire is Mikayla Nogueira and her fake Boston accent. I want to start by saying that the whole Pakistan, Havadiad, Mark Wahlberg thing, it's a very niche part of Boston. I grew up going to Boston and you don't even hear it like from regular Bostonians, okay? So let's start there. Secondly, she's from 3 towns over from me. We were both born and raised in southeastern Massachusetts, babe. Do you hear my voice? Okay, does it sound like hers? Right, it doesn't, because we're an hour plus away from Boston. And then after she left that town and graduated and went to college, she went to Rhode Island. So like I'm not seeing Boston on her roster. So how did we get here? Like, she sounds like she's making fun of a Boston accent, and that's what I don't get. Like, just give it up.
Okay, so we've all seen the videos of Mikayla in that radio place where she's talking and her voice is not like it is in her TikTok videos.
No.
I can understand that she would have a radio voice and she would have like her voice that she uses to talk to her friends, right? There's like a professional voice and a non-professional voice if you want to look at it that way. I used to work in a call center, so I get it. I can change my voice and talk a million different ways. So I understand why her voice sounded different in that instance. But there's older videos of Mikayla where her accent isn't as pronounced as it is today, and people have been calling her out for years at this point for it.
I feel like this is a safe space to come and say that when I am scrolling through TikTok and that makeup girl named Mikayla comes on and is like, "Do you like eyeliner?" It scares the shit out of me and takes years off my life. Why is she screaming?
It's because she's putting it on for her videos. It is a character.
You think?
A character. There is no way that people think that she actually says Kim Kardashian in that
Kim Kardashian.
or Target in that manner. Do people believe that? Does anybody watching this video believe that Mikayla Nogueira's accent is real?
You know, honestly, to me, I'm not good with accents to begin with, but to me, Mikayla's accent sounds like somebody that smokes at least 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I don't think she's a smoker or anything like that, but it is, if I just met her and I didn't know it was Mikayla Nogueira, I would think that she was like really forcing it. I really would think that she was forcing it. So I think that it's become a part of her brand and she's afraid to get away from that now.
I don't think she knows how to get away from it. I think it's like ingrained into her like fucking brain. Every time she says that word, probably in just like casual conversation with her friends as well, she probably still says it the same way.
Makeup bag.
Because it's just stuck right up there.
Well, I mean, I can think of a million other reasons why Mikayla, if you wanted to cancel her, you could cancel her. Like, for instance, like having James Charles at her wedding, whatever. And apparently people are wanting to rewrite history and feel sorry for him right now. I will never fucking understand that. Like, it's so weird to me. There's been a few people apparently saying that there's been videos made where James was painted in a light that was not true. I don't believe none of that bullshit. Y'all, like, please stop with that.
I just don't understand, just to speak on that for a second, I don't understand how people can be upset with Jeffrey for going on podcasts and trying to rewrite history with the things that he says, because there are some things that Jeffrey says on the podcast that people are kind of like, that's a little, But then, how are you going to turn around and think that James can rewrite history, the person that is a known liar that has, well, I mean, not saying that Jeffrey isn't as well, but James literally uploaded a video, said sorry to his fucking victims, said that he was fucking desperate, talked in a tone like this, and so you guys could barely hear what he was fucking saying, so you weren't really focusing on it. So Tell me, Gabriel Zamora, exactly what people were lying about.
But anyway, back to the topic at hand, Mikayla in this accent, right? So people started popping off in the comments. So I just wanted to read a few of my favorites here. So someone said, also for the commitment to have to do it forever, right? Like imagine committing to that and making that part of your brand and your persona on purpose. Her vocal cords are probably
It would be a
fine.
lot. I feel like it would be a lot and it would be exhausting.
It seems like a lot of work, really.
Yeah.
How many takes do you think she makes, like
A lot.
having to redo stuff when she forgets to use it?
Oh, I don't think that she ever forgets to use that. I think that it is so ingrained into her brain, I'm telling you.
So somebody else said, I definitely hear a slight Boston affection on your pronunciation, but you're right. Hers is like cartoonish. It's pretty rare to have a Boston accent that strong these days, to be honest. And these comments have thousands of likes on them. So there's a lot of people that agree with the people saying that her accent's phony.
People are really upset and offended about her accent and if it's like real or fake. Like this is always going to be a conversation that happens with Mikayla Nogueira. Until she is no longer on social media, this is going to be the topic of conversation. She's never going to get away from it.
No,
She has to live up to the character, and
so she needs to lean into it. I think she will until her vocal cords can't take anymore.
Yeah.
And then she'll just stop. But my absolute favorite comment that somebody left said, getting this after immediately hearing her yell, glitter mascara, is how I know is made just for me.
I will say the glitter mascara that I think that they're referring to, I just saw a Meredith Duxbury video on this.
Oh, God.
It's very pretty. It is really pretty. It is. I don't think that I'd want like glitter on my lashes, but I mean,
that sounds scary. I don't want glitter anywhere near my pupils.
Yeah.
At all. But honestly, my final thoughts on this accent thing is exactly what Nick just said. Mikayla's going to do this forever. There's really no point in rehashing it ever again because she's never going to admit to it being like her forced accent. So we just need to kind of let it go. We can clock her tea and we can pick on her about it, but like, I feel like it's tired at this point.
But I wonder if she, like, when she's out to eat at restaurants, because, you know, people are nosy at restaurants, like to eavesdrop on people's conversations.
Had that happen.
I wonder if she still pronounces things that way when she's out at dinner, just in case somebody hears. You don't want them to be like, she said it normal at the Olive Garden.
She's probably in there. She's like, can I get the Caesar salad with no croutons?
Yep.
Extra dressing. But of course, I want to know what you guys think about this. It was a slow news day, so that's why we're talking about this. But if you made it this far in this video and you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like it. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And leave me the gift emoji, the present emoji. I changed this little light here. I got this for like our setup. We're trying to do something cool, fun, and innovative.
Not innovative,
girl. Who's got this? Everybody wants this, Savannah.
Everybody wants this.
Everybody wants
this.
But if you made it this far, leave me the gift emoji down below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything we discussed in this video, especially that International Delight coffee creamer, because I'm still kind of reeling over that.
That was gross.
But I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and we will see you all in my next video.
Bye
Bye guys.